And welcome back here at the Wolf. Left-hander Robbie Stelling on the mound, 20 years of age, out of Reno, Nevada. So the Missions are on the field trying to bounce back after that 11-3 loss to the Hooks last night. They're 3-1 in the series. And Stelling 1-5 with a 5.06 ERA. This will be his 11th starting appearance. He's worked 48 innings. He's allowed 51 hits, 30 runs, 27 earned. He has walked 23 and has struck out 42. And Robbie Stelling, a fine football and baseball player while growing up in Reno, has a fastball that ranges from 92 to 95, has a curveball with a two-plane break, and a two-ball device as well, and he has an 85 and 87 mile an hour changeup. And now he's getting ready to face the second baseman, Jeremy Orocho. We'll get into the batter's box momentarily for the Hooks. Here's the defense for the Missions. Robbie Tadorowicz at first, Connor Hollis at second, Jared Dale the shortstop, and Marcus Castiglione at third. Out in left field, Cole Cummings, Ripken Reyes at center, Zach Rex at right, Brandon Valenzuela is catching, and Robbie Stelling on the mound. And here comes Jeremy Orocho, switch hitting second baseman. He'll bat right-handed, hitting .270 with 16 RBIs. Orocho, 3 for 10 in the series. He's had 3 walks, has scored 3 times, and has driven in a pair of runs. Robbie Stelling has to sign. First pitch of the ball game in there for a call strike, and we're underway at 7:07 p.m. Missions wearing special Marvel Defender-themed uniforms tonight. The outfield a bit to the right. Down the pitch, breaking ball, bounced toward the mound, reached up and stared by Stelling. Spins. Throw to first in time to Tenero. It's one down. Good play by Stelling. Leaping up for that high jumper and throws out Orocho. One down here in the first inning. Now to third baseman, Pastel Ferreras will be the hitter. Last night he hit in the 6th slot, and he was a terror against the Missions. Had 5 RBIs. An RBI single in the second, a 2-run double in the third, and a 2-run single in the 7th, batting right-handed. Ferreras hitting .257, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. Breaking ball to strike in the outside corner, and the count no balls and 1 strike.
If that ball gets over Snelling's head, it's probably a base hit with a speedy Orocho flying down the line. Nice play all the way around. Gets an out instead of a hit.
1 strike delivery, fouled off to the right side, and the count on 2. Yeah, I don't think Dale, who probably would have been the man better suited for fielding that ball, had it not been for that great play by Stelling, he would have came in, but I don't think he would have gotten to Orocho either. So again, a nice timing on that leap by Stelling to throw him out. 1 out, top of the first inning, 0-0 here at the Wolf. Temperature 95 degrees, humidity 44%. The 0-2 pitch, ground ball foul, sliced to the right side, heading toward the Hooks bullpen, and the count is still at 0-2. So Robbie Stelling suffered his 5th loss on June the 9th against Midland. He allowed 3 runs in 6 innings of work. He struck out 6 in that game. Missions lost by a score of 3-1. Left-hander staring in for the sign, the kick, and again the 2-strike delivery. Low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ferreras. Stelling has faced the Hooks twice in his career, with both those starts coming this year, and so far, pretty good numbers. No record of 1.69 ERA. Sherrill 10 2/3 innings against him, allowing just 2 earned runs. The pitch on the way, fouled off to the right side again, hitting the side wall, ricocheting toward the right fielder Rexville, toss to the side, and the count 1-2. The uniforms with a Marvel Defender character in front, green, black, and gold. Infield spread out, the 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball hit toward the right side of the diamond, coming into second baseman Hollis. Gloves it, throw to first, and it's in time to get Ferreras. 4-3 put out, 2 down. Another slow bouncer toward the mound, but was behind the back of Stelling and spun. And Hollis knew he had to come in. Second baseman gloved it. Still had time to get Ferreras for the second out here in the first. It'll bring up the center fielder, Jacob Melton.
And another good play. 2 fine defensive plays to erase anybody off the bases.
Melton, left-hand batter, playing center field for the Hooks tonight. .262 hitter. Top RBI man, and takes a slider down low, bounces away from Valenzuela, and it's 1-0. He's got 5 home runs and 24 runs batted in. Infield toward the right. Now Stelling's ready again. The kick and the 1-0 delivery. Fastball missing inside, and the count 2-0. Melton from Medford, Oregon, attended Oregon State. He had been sidelined for 18 games because of an injury. The entire infield diamond in the shade. Now the 2-0 delivery. And that's off the outside corner. And the count is now 3-0. Crowd reacting, wanted to know where that one was. Nate Diedrich is the umpire behind the plate for tonight's game. Now the 3-0 delivery. Breaking ball strike in the inside corner. And Melton took it all the way. And they count 3-1. And on deck, the switch hitting shortstop, Tommy Sacco Jr. Of the 12 hits last night for the Hooks, 7 of them were for extra bases. The 3-1 pitch. In there, call strike. Full count now on Melton at 3-2. Last night there were 2 home runs in the second inning off Ryan Berger, the eventual loser. Candy Corona led off with a home run in the second, and then Tommy Sacco had one. Ground ball hit to second. Hollis has it on to first. In time to Tenarowitz. 4-3 put outside, retired. 3 ground outs, 1-2-3 inning for Snelling. So for the Hooks, 3 up and 3 down, nothing across. We head to the bottom of first. It's Corpus Christi, nothing. The Missions coming to bat. Missions Baseball and Country Legends, KKYX. 22-year-old right-hander Jake Bloss out of Greensboro, North Carolina. On the mound, 2-1 with a 1.88 ERA. And he'll be making his 8th start and appearance for the Hooks, 38 in the third innings. He's allowed 19 hits, 11 runs, 8 earned. He has walked 10 and has fanned 29. Ripken Reyes, switch hitting center fielder, will lead off for the Missions. The last half of the first inning, the kick by Bloss, and now the pitch. And the fastball and the strike in the inside corner, 0-1. Reyes batting left-handed, hitting .224. 1 home run, 22 RBIs. He had that home run in the 7th inning last Tuesday. 1 of 4 home runs that the Missions hit, and they won that ball game over the Hooks 5-4 here at the Wolf. Off the line to third for Urs. Now the pitch on the way. Breaking ball down low, and they count even at a ball and a strike. J.C. Correa at first for the Hooks. Jeremy Orocho at second. Tommy Sacco Jr. at short. Pasquino Ferreras at third. Out in left field, Zach Cole, Jacob Melton at center, Candy Corona and right. Colin Price is catching, and Jake Bloss on the mound. Second start against the Missions. Now the 1-1 delivery. Fouled off to the third base side and out of play. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Bloss selected by Houston in the 3rd round last year out of Georgetown University in Washington. Mainly known for being a fine college basketball program for many years. Featuring the likes of Reggie Williams and Patrick Ewing. The delivery low and off the mid of the catcher Price. And the count will leave it at 2-2. Bloss faced the Missions back on May the 17th here at the Wolf. He went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, 2 hits, allowed a homer, walked 3, and he struck out 4. The infield toward the right, and the 2-2 delivery. Fastball inside and high, and the count full at 3-2. The on-deck batter, the left fielder Cole Cummings, and Reyes will ask for time. Reyes has seen action just about everywhere. Second base, third base. Excellent butter, great speed. Now the kick, the payoff pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off the foot of Reyes. Will have to walk it off a little bit, and the count is still at 3-2.
Ray's a tough customer. You know, that got him on the foot. That hurt, but he's just walking it off. He'll be back in there. Nothing stops this kid.
Bloss had a no decision in that game against the Missions on May 17th at Wolf Stadium, and they wound up winning the game over the Hooks 3-2. Former Mission Javian Sandridge, who recently got called up to AAA El Paso, was the winning pitcher that night. Shade to the left center. Here's Jacob Melton. Now the kick. Payoff pitch. Just missing outside, ball 4, and Reyes has the leadoff walk here in the last of the first inning. Good start, and keep in mind, Reyes with 7 steals, and J.C. Correa will hold him on. Now the left fielder, Cole Cummings, will step in to hit. Left-hand batter hitting .234, 3 home runs, 19 runs batted in. He's shown signs of hitting a lot better in this ballpark, although he's still trying to cut down the strikeouts. Last night he went 0 for 4 with a walk and a quick throw to first. And Reyes ties back. Of course, Jake Bloss keeping a very close eye on him. because Reyes can steal at any given moment. He also likes to dance off the bag at any base, trying to distract the pitcher. Now the delivery and a changeup and a swing and a miss. That time Bloss pulled the string, and the count 0-1 on Cummings. Cummings has done a pretty good job in the outfield for the Missions. He also had started one double play in the series. Man can pull the ball when he gets hold of one. He can hit it hard. And the pitch, and that's bounced foul off to the right side, 0-2. But he has that propensity of striking out, especially in this ballpark. Although compared to other series, I really think Cummings has done a little bit better cutting down on the strikeouts, albeit he has fanned 7 times this far in the series. 3 for 15 against the Hooks. Getting ready to step back in once again. Near the bag at second is the shortstop Sacco. Holding a set, the right-hander Bloss. Throw to first again, and Reyes dives back. Brandon Valenzuela, the catcher, waiting on deck. Nobody out. Missions batting in the bottom of the first inning. And so far, 0-0 game. Bobby Stelling, the starter for the Missions, had set the Hooks down 1-2-3, all on groundouts. Now the pitch, swing and a miss. Foul tip actually back into the mid of Price. And Cummings is the strikeout victim for the 8th time in the series. 1 man out, first strikeout for Bloss, and now the switch to the catcher. Brandon Valenzuela will step in. He's had a home run in the series against the Hooks. So bad left-handed, hitting .236 with 4 home runs and 24 runs batted in. Open stance at the plate. Bloss staring down the Price from the side, stretches, throw to first, runner diving back. Once again, the Hooks are wearing their gray uniforms, trimmed with light blue. They have Corpus Christi in front. Navy blue caps. Outfield a bit toward the right. Valenzuela 3 for 11 in the series. And dancing off the bag at first is Reyes. And luckily for Bloss, he stepped off the rubber and spun around, or otherwise he would have been called with a balk. Reyes had ideas. He ran about 5-6 steps towards second and then went back, but no doubt he got Bloss's immediate attention. And now the pitch. Fastball up high for a ball, and the count to Valenzuela is 1-0. Brandon with a 7-game hitting streak coming into the game, 9 for his last 28. That hitting streak started back on June the 5th. Hard to believe it's already halfway into June. We're June 15th already. At the belt is Bloss. He deals, check swing, and a strike in the inside corner. And the count will leave it at a ball and a strike. And on deck, the third baseman, Marcus Castellon. Undoubtedly, Luke Bontz has had his hottest hitters in the top part of the lineup, although sometimes he'll put certain hitters like Reyes down in the bottom part of the lineup. And now a balk has just been called on Bloss, and Bloss shrugging, wondering, what did I do? And now the plate umpire, Nate Diedrich, going out to explain to him. No doubt, Reyes has certainly given Bloss a lot of fits thus far in the first inning, and that cost Bloss a base as Reyes is in scoring position at second on the balk.
Yeah, he got into his head, and that probably is the reason for the balk. So he moves down to second base in scoring position.
1 out, Missions with a chance to take the lead with a base hit here. 1-1 to Valenzuela. The pitch lined right to short and grabbed by Sacco. He did not even have to move. He was playing Valenzuela perfectly right near the bag at second. Just reached up a little bit to steer the line drive. Hit sharply by Valenzuela, but caught by Tommy Sacco, and that's the second out here in the bottom of first inning. 0-0. Now it's up to the third baseman, Marcus Castellon, a pull hitter who likes to hit the ball down the left field line a lot. Right-hand batter, hitting .235, 3 home runs, 19 RBIs. 2 men out. Reyes, who led off with a walk, went to second on a balk. 0-0 thus far. Missions hoping to win their 4th game of the series after losing last night 11-3. Now next to the bag at second, Rocho. Bloss stretching, and the pitch. Fouled off to the right side and out of play. 0-1 the count. 94-mile-an-hour fastball thrown by Bloss. Castellon, 3 for 12 in the series, and he has a 4-game hitting streak. .225 hitter against the Corpus Christi Hooks. He's also been used as the DH now. Reyes dances off second. The 0-1 pitch. Foul back to the backstop behind the plate. And now Castellon in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. One more game between these two clubs tomorrow evening. The first Sunday night home game for the Missions during the 2024 campaign. It'll be a 6:05 contest here at Wolf Stadium. Off the line at first, Correa. Reyes with a good side lead off second. Now Bloss getting a sign from Bryce. He's at the belt. The pitch on the way. Hit in the air to right field. Playable ball for Corona. He moves to his left. Now he's there. Makes the catch. Side retired. A leadoff walk goes for naught. So in the first for San Antonio, no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, a balk, a runner left at second. At the end of 1, 0-0. We're back right after this. 0-0 after 1 inning of play. Stu Ball along with Bob Swoboda and Brian Jenselson from Wolf Stadium. Game 5 of the 6-game set. Switch hitting shortstop Tommy Sacco Jr. Batting right-handed leads off against Robbie Snelling, and he deals. And a one-hop in the third. Taken by Castellon. Nice play. Makes it easy. Throws to first in time to Sacco to get Sacco. 5-3 put out. 1 away in the second. Sacco came into the game hitting .251. 6 homers and 18 RBIs, and 2 of those home runs have come against the Missions in the series. So how about it? 4 straight outs, all ground outs, induced by Snelling. And now the right fielder, Candy Corona, steps in. It was Corona who ignited the 5-run rally with a home run over the left field wall against Ryan Bergen in last night's game. Pitch to right-hand batter, and a line shot, base hit going into right field. Corona continues where he left off. Up with the ball is Rex. He'll play it back in. So the first hit, base runner for the Hooks in this game while Snelling. Boy, Corona's been aggressive. He went after the first pitch when he homered last night, Bob. And he does it again. First pitch, singing to right field with 1 down here in the second.
Yeah, he came into the night hitting .167, but he's gotten real hot the last couple of nights.
Now the left-hand hitting left fielder Zach Cole against the lefty Snelling, who comes set to the belt and the pitch on the way. High breaking ball, missing for a ball in the count, 1-0. Cole hitting .265 with 9 RBIs. Corona, by the way, with his 4th hit of the series against the Missions, has a short lead off first and a 1-0 delivery. And a strike call on the outside corner to Cole. 1 ball, 1 strike. Corona has 14 steals. He's been caught stealing 4 times. Had a stolen base in the 7th inning in the game last night. Won by the Hooks 11-3. Stretching again is Snelling. Looks toward first and he deals. Swung on. Fly ball. Shallow center field. Coming in is the center fielder Reyes, and Ripken Reyes makes the catch, 2 gone, and Corona has to hold it first. So Cole got jammed, and loose one to Reyes in center. Tipping away here in the second, 0-0. Hooks batting. Now the DH Jordan Brewer will step in, right-hand batter. Normally the Hooks regular first baseman. Brewer hitting .238, 3 home runs, 21 runs batted in. He had a big night last night with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored his first 2 at-bats of the game, and he takes the slider down low, and the count is 1-0. He also had struck out twice and hit into a double play, but all the damage occurred early on for the Hooks. In the first third of the game, the pitch and a swing and a miss. Another breaking ball. 1-1 the count. Hooks got 5 runs in the second and 4 in the third. Missions had been able to hit a couple of home runs last night. They got a run in the third or 2 in the fourth. Not enough. Throw the first runner back. So holding him on at first. Robbie Tadorowicz. Now Corona again with a short lead. In the bag at second is Ellis. And Snelling with the 1-1. This one's lifted foul to the opposite side. The right side hitting toward the picnic area. 1-2. Mentioned about Jordan Brewer being a very good football player. We mentioned about Robbie Snelling, fine football player while growing up in Reno, Nevada. Now the pitch on the way. Fastball high and tight. It went off the mid of Valenzuela. Came close to hitting Jordan Brewer. 2-2. On deck, the first baseman, J.C. Correa. Snelling trying to work on an assortment of pitches, especially his changeup, trying to keep it away for the right-hand hitters. Now the outfield not very deep. 2-2 the count to Brewer. Runner goes. Pitch taken for a ball. To throw down to second to slide. He's out at second base. Great throw on the money by Valenzuela down to Hollis. And Corona caught stealing for the second time in the series. The play goes 2-4 and the side is retired. So Brewer will come to bat with the Hooks resume another at bat in the third inning. And for Corpus Christi in the second. No runs, one hit, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still San Antonio nothing, Corpus Christi nothing. Missions Baseball and Country Legends, KKYX. Last of the second inning, Missions first baseman Robbie Tenerowitz will lead off against right-hander Jake Bloss. With walked one and struck out one in the bottom of first inning, righty against righty. Bloss into the motion, the pitch to Robbie. Slider low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Tenerowitz hitting .240, 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in. He's got 5 hits and 13 times up in the series, including a home run. And that was last Tuesday when the Missions had 4 home runs. Robbie had the first one in the second, a drive over the wall in right. Takes a breaking ball low and outside, and Tenerowitz is ahead 2-0. It'll be Robbie Tenerowitz, DH Robert Perez Jr., and the second baseman Connor Hollis due up for the Missions here in the last of the second inning. Tenerowitz stepping out of the box. Former Mariner farmhand who also spent some time with Tampa Bay. He's a veteran, 29 years of age, from San Carlos, California. Now the kick, the pitch on the way. Bounce toward the middle, but to his left, the shortstop Sacco up with it, and the throw to first in time to Correa. And Tenerowitz is retired, 6-3 put out. 1 away in the bottom of the second, so after allowing a leadoff walk to Reyes in the first inning, Bloss has retired 4 straight. Now the DH Robert Perez Jr. will step in. Normally the regular right fielder for the Missions. Right-hand batter hitting .211, 5 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Now the infield deep and a little bit toward the left. Now the kick around goes to right arm. Bloss with the pitch. Fouled off to the right side. Then it'll go out of play. 0-1 on Robert Perez Jr. Stepping out of the batter's box right now. He has gotten more and more comfortable every day whenever he plays in the outfield, although he is DHing tonight. He's only had 1 hit and 12 times up, and that was the home run last Tuesday. The pitch on the way. Check swing, strike in the outside corner, and quickly Perez in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of second, 0-0 game. Missions and the Hooks. As the Missions will return to Corpus Christi for an abbreviated 3-game set in early July. The next pitch, swinging a foul ball back and out of play. Count holding it 0-2. It's Corpus Christi with a lot of museums, not far from Whataburger Field, where the Hooks have played since 2005. Many years ago in the late 50s, Corpus Christi was part of the Texas League. They were a AA affiliate of the San Francisco Giants. Gaylord Perry and Willie McCovey starred with those Hooks teams then. And the pitch low and outside for a ball, 1-2. Both have since passed away, but some great Giant players back in the 1960s. The oh-so-close Giants, although they were part of the 1962 pennant-winning team that held off the Dodgers in a 3-game playoff at the end of that 1962 season.
And before that, they were part of a league called the Big State League, and that was many years ago. It's no longer exists.
Pitch is swung on, drive, hit toward the right field line. In pursuit, Corona, hustling, can't get it, foul ball down to play. Obviously, it doesn't exist anymore, and especially now in Corpus Christi, being the Hooks have been part of the Texas League already, their 20th year in the Texas League. Count holding a 1-2 on Perez. On deck, the second baseman, Connor Hollis. Because they're building another bridge, which will eventually replace the Harbor Bridge, which has been around for more than 60 years beyond the right center field wall. At Whataburger Field, the pitch, check swing, fastball missing up high, and the count 2-2. And the Astros have been the only affiliate for the Hooks since that first day in 2005, and they have had so many fine prospects. Taras Keuchel, Jose Altuve. Now the pitch on the way, low and outside for a ball. 3-2, Teoscar Hernandez, who's now with Toronto. He also has really done well with the Blue Jays. Of course, Alex Bregman. JC's older brother, Carlos Correa. I could go on and on. 3-2 pitch. Fastball just missing up high. Very close. Ball 4 and a good at bat for Perez. Reaches on a 1-out walk here in the second inning. Second walk allowed by Bloss, so Perez trots down to first, 1 down. Missions batted to the bottom of second. 0-0 for the Wolf. Number 7 hitter and second baseman, Connor Hollis, will bat for the first time. Right-hand batter. Hollis hitting .205, 1 homer, 10 RBIs. Recently taken off the injured list after being sidelined for 5 weeks due to an elbow injury. He was rehabbing down in Arizona. Joined the Missions in Midland in the previous series last week. And the fastball high and away to the right-hand batter, 1-0. Hollis 2 for 13 in the series against the Hooks. He scored twice. He's had the stolen base. He's hit well lifetime against Corpus Christi, 348. The infield toward the left down the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball hit into left field. Racing hard to his right is Cole. Cole dives, and Cole, did he hang on to the ball? Yes, he did. What a play by Zach Cole. Diving to his right, stumbling. His glove hit the ground. Wanted to make sure if he kept the ball in his glove, and he did. What a play by Cole. Lynn pushed away. He had a lunge to his right at the last minute. Hollis is out, 2 down, and Perez has to hold it first.
Looked like for a moment he juggled that ball after hitting the ground. I was thinking maybe it got loose, but no, the umpire said he held on.
Zach Rex, the right fielder, steps in, and he's played well in the outfield. Left-hand batter takes the fastball inside, 1-0. Rex, a 132 hitter with 2 home runs, 15 RBIs. Was shaken up in the game last Sunday against Midland when he ran into the side wall. Hurt his leg, but fortunately he was okay. The kick and the 1-0 delivery in there for a call strike, 1 ball and 1 strike on the left-hand hitting Zach Rex, the Chicago native. Stepping out, adjusting his batting glove. This veteran has seen action in Korea. In the Korea Baseball League for the Lottie Giants. That was part of 2022 and last year. Runner goes, pitch taken for a ball to throw down to second to slide. Out at second base is Perez. He dove in head first. Throw by Price a little bit high, but Sacco applying the tag. And Perez out. Play goes 2-6, and Robert caught stealing for the second time this year. So Rex will cut it back with the Missions. Have their turn in the bottom of the third. For San Antonio in the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and nobody left. At the end of 2, it's still Corpus Christi nothing, San Antonio nothing. Missions baseball on Country Legends KKYX.
Hey Missions fans, it's William Beckman. Just letting you know that I'm excited to perform at the Wolf Stadium this 4th of July. Join us for an Independence Day celebrations as the Missions take on the Corpus Christi Hooks. And be sure to stick around for my concert after the game. There's going to be a crazy fireworks show. We're really excited. Doors open at 5. We'll see you there.
Thank you, William. Looking forward to it. Jonah Brewer, the DH, took a pitch for a ball and fouls off the next pitch along the third base side, 1-1. He was batting when Kennedy Corona was caught stealing on a 2-4 play to end the top of the second. And in turn, Robert Perez Jr. was caught stealing on a 2-6 play. Now the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball low and outside, 2-1. So a nice job by both Founswell and Price. Catchers for the Missions and Hooks, respectively, with very good throws, cutting down would-be base stealers. The 2-1 delivery, lined to the left field, battling the sun and coming in Cummings, and he has it. Round number 1, Brewer hit it right on the button. And even though Cummings had about the sun, but he was easy to line it up, and grabs the line drive for round number 1 here in the third inning. So far, Robbie Stelling is pitching tonight for the Missions, has allowed 1 hit. And he has induced the Hooks to ground out 4 times. So at 1 down, the first baseman, J.C. Correa, is at the plate. Right-hand batter and the pitch on the way. Breaking ball low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Correa hitting .238 with 2 home runs and 15 runs batted in. Now the outfield a little bit toward the right. Then the 1-0 is swung on and fouled back, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike on Correa, who's 2 for 9 in the series against the Missions with a double and a run batted in. Played at Alvin Community College in Alvin, Texas, Nolan Ryan's hometown. Astros selected him in the 33rd round in 2018. The pitch and the fastball missed the outside for a ball. Open stands for Correa. Now the lefty Snelling getting a sign, and the pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on the line right to second. Hulse was right there. Did not have to move. He catches the line drive for the second out here in the third. So a couple of line drives hit by the Hooks, both caught. And Robbie Snelling has retired 7 of the first 8. Nothing game. Top of the third. And now with 2 down, the number 9 hitter and catcher. Colin Price will step in. Was he who threw out Robert Perez to end the bottom of the second. Right-hand batter hitting .213, 2 homers, 10 RBIs. Takes the breaking ball down low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Price, a pretty big man at 6'5", weighs 225. He'll be 25 on November 15th. And a one-hot smash to third. It goes off the glove of Castellon. It goes out to left field. No play, and Price is aboard. That was a wicked hop. Good effort by Castellon. That has to be a base hit, and it is. That was a bullet hit by Price. And we continue to see some shots hit by the Hooks in this inning. Fortunately, the first 2 have been caught, but that was too hard to handle, and we know why. That they call it the hot corner, and that was pretty obvious in that one hot smash hit by Price. So he's on to the infield, hit at third, 2 down, top of the order again. Jeremy Arocha steps in, right-hand batter. Looks to strike in the outside corner, and the count, no balls and 1 strike. He bounced back to Snelling, who made a great leaping play on that high chopper and threw him out on a 1-3 play in the first. 1 second stop on lefty Snelling, looks over toward first. And the kick, the 0-1, butt down to third base line. Good one. Castellon charging in, bare hands the ball. He has no play, and everyone's safe. A bunt single by Arocho. He could lay him down, and he's got the speed, and Castellon was playing back a little bit deep. Did everything he could to hustle in and barehead the ball like you're supposed to do, but nothing he could do, and all hands are safe as Price goes to second, and Arocha reaches first. So 3 hits now for the Hooks in the ball game. 2 of them have come here in the third off Snelling. So with 2 down, it brings up the third baseman, Pascal Ferreras. Big RBI man last time with 5. He bounced to second his first time up. But he's dangerous with men on base. Ferreras, 3 for 12 in the series. All 3 hits came last night. Ground ball foul on the third base side. That was hit hard, but fortunately, Ferreras way out in front of the count 0-1.
Second time around the lineup, and the Corpus Christi Hooks are getting a better look at Snelling's pitches, so he has to adjust himself here pretty soon. They've hit him hard in this inning.
I really liked the candid interview we had with our colleague, Brian Jenselson. Really kind of critical of himself, knows what he needs to do to try to improve himself. Breaking ball, bounce foul behind the plate. Count 0-2, and you really like, for a man his age, very mature, very modest, a guy who's willing to learn. And even though he's 1-5 this year, he still has the tools to be a fine pitcher just as long as he can improve on his location stuff. When to throw the right pitch, I think he'll be an even better pitcher before his career is done.
A wise young man.
Yes, he is. Pitch, breaking ball to swing and a miss. And down goes Ferreras. Strike 3, struck him out, so he's 0 for 2 tonight. Side retired, so Robbie Snelling with his first strikeout, picking a really good time. For the Hooks in the third inning, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. At the end of 2.5, it's still the San Antonio Missions nothing, the Corpus Christi Hooks nothing. We're back after this on Country Legends KKYX. Well, Zach Rex, the right fielder, will lead off for the Missions in the bottom of the third. 0-0. Stu Paul along with Bob Swoboda and Brian Jenselson from Wolf Stadium. Jake Bloss on the mound for the Hooks, and the pitch to Rex. Swings, and there's a drive into right center field, and diving to his left and making the grab is Melton for the out. We continue to see some very good defensive gems on both sides. Rex was batting in the second when Perez was caught stealing, and Melton raced to his left, dove head first, and caught the drive to rob Rex for the first out here in the last of the third inning. What a play indeed.
Now, that's just unfair, isn't it, Stu? You've got a Gold Glover Kennedy Corona playing right field now, because then you have the likes of Jacob Melton who can do that. Boy, does Corpus Christi have themselves an outfield.
And they do indeed, no doubt, Brian, as Jared Dale, the shortstop. Right-hand batter looks to strike in the outside corner. 0-1. Of course, that great catch by Colin Presby, 2 in the previous inning. Dale hitting 137, a homer, 1 RBI, finally getting his first RBI and his first home run. in a Missions uniform a few nights ago. A drive over the wall and left. He'll ask for time for the man from down under, Australia, Jared Dale. The infield deep and spread out. The 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss, slider, 0-2. As I know, Graham Lloyd, the fine Yankee pitcher from the 90s. Dave Nielsen, that fine catcher for the Brewers. Trent Olchin, who spent some time with the Dodgers. He was with me in AAA Nashville. Some of the guys that are from Australia. A lot of talent in the land from down under. And the next pitch is swung on and fouled off for the count 0-2, below the equator, of course, where it is summertime. When it's wintertime above the equator.
Well, they're so good in other sports, Australian rules football, soccer, rugby, so you know they're good athletes. And they're learning to play baseball, and they're sending some guys to the big leagues.
Down the shade of right center. What a catch he made to Rob Rex. The pitch, swing and a miss, slider. And Dale has struck out. 2 gone here in the third inning. And for Jake Bloss, that's the second strikeout. That's on my bucket list going to Australia. Can't wait to see a kangaroo live if I encounter one.
Let's go to the San Antonio Zoo.
Well, that too. That too. Yes, sir. Center fielder Ripken Reyes stepping in. I've been there a few times before. Walked and went to second on a balk his first time up and bounced one to second coming in. Gloving the ball. Nice play of Rocho on the first in time to Correa. And a 4-3 put out, and Bloss has himself a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across. At the end of 3, and it's a good pitching duel between Snelling and Bloss. It is San Antonio nothing, Corpus Christi nothing, and we're back right after this. Well, we've seen some great pitching, great defense. 4th inning, nothing. Coming in for the play-by-play, Bob Swoboda.
Thank you, Stu. Here we go into the 4th inning. Nothing ball game, as Stu said. 2 outstanding youngsters, 2 great prospects in the baseball for both these organizations. Robbie Snelling, his delivery is in there for a called strike, and we're underway. Leading off is Jacob Melton. Melton played at Oregon State for the Beavers, and he set the OSU single-season standard with 175 total bases and the school's single-season RBI record. So he's a good one. He lays off that pitch, and it evens up 1-1.
Again, the state of Oregon, beautiful part of the country, Pacific Northwest. I spent a summer out there in Eugene, just one of the most delightful places to be.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Melton, and there is a swing and a strike 3. So that ends the bat for Melton, 1 down. So, yeah, these 2 youngsters on the hill. Bloss, just 22 years old. Robbie Snelling, just 20. Both high prospects for their respective ball clubs, major league teams. There's strike 1 in there. Snelling's the number 1 pitching prospect, according to MajorLeagueBaseball.com. That pitch is inside, ball 1. Number 1 prospect in the San Diego organization. And for the Astros, Bloss is the number 5 pitching prospect in their organization. 2 good ones out there tonight, and we're watching them do very well for their respective teams. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. The delivery now to Sacco is ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sacco, the shortstop for the Hooks, stands in, straightaway stance, pitch to him, and he swings and misses, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And just before the break, when Snelling was last out there, Stu talked about an interview I had with him, so I wanted to reference that real quick because he did tell me this is just his 2nd year in professional baseball, so what has been the biggest adjustment? And that is the adjustments that other hitters make. He's surprised by how quickly, especially at the AA level, other teams can learn what you're doing, so it's about making changes the second time through the order.
Swing and miss, strike 3, got him. 2 Ks in the inning, 2 up and 2 down. And we have Kennedy Corona headed for the plate.
And 3 straight strikeouts to Snelling. And, of course, I mentioned the biggest jump in all pro ball, A to double A. A, you're still a beginner. Double A, that's when you have to separate the men from the boys and show what you can do to get to the next level, especially the majors. And whether you can make it or not, that's where you decide at double A.
Corona is going to bunt. He bunts into the air and into the seats. Bunted way back into the first base stands. Over the screen. 0-1 on him. He's had one of the 2 hits for the Hooks. The other infield hit by Colin Price. The next delivery is ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
And it's not just the adjustments the second and third time through the order, but this is a really big challenge for Snelling and a good one so far. The 3rd time he's faced Corpus Christi just this season alone, and we're just in June.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So at this point, they've kind of seen everything you have to offer. So how are you going to change what you do? How are you going to change the different circumstances to get the results you want? So far, so good for Snelling tonight.
The 1-2 offering on the way. Big chopper to third. Castellon has it. Plenty of time. And he throws across the diamond in time to Corona. 1-2-3. Another good inning for Robbie Snelling. We go into the bottom of the 4th. Still scoreless. 0-0. Luke Montz will send to the plate as number 2, 3, and 4 place hitters. And here is Cole Cummings batting in the 2nd spot tonight. Left-handed hitting left fielder. Stands in, waits for the pitch, and it's on its way. And he lays off it, but it's in there at the knees. A strike called. Bloss against Snelling. Both doing an outstanding job so far. Bloss has not given up a hit. Snelling's given up 2. That's a slider inside to even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Major League scores at the end of 4.5 in Fenway. Boston leading the Yankees 5-2 at the end of 5.5 in Seattle. Mariners lead Texas 4-1. Oakland, Minnesota postponed because of rain in Minneapolis.
The 1-1 pitch from Bloss. A swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wrigley Field, the Cubs beat St. Louis 5-1. Was Toronto blanking Cleveland 5-0. Angels over the Giants 4-3 in San Francisco. Washington blanked Miami 4-0. Baltimore over Philadelphia 6-2. Milwaukee over Cincinnati 3-1.
1-2 to Cummings, down low, ball 2. Evens up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes for the youngster from Orange, California. Attended college at the University of California at Santa Barbara. Again, one of the most beautiful places in the United States, and there are some wonderful places. Here comes the next delivery. Swing and a miss. Got him. 1 down. You know that Cummings is frustrated, hangs his head as he heads to the dugout. He'll be working on that, and he'll figure it out eventually. Right now, there's 1 gone. That was the 3rd strikeout for Bloss. Spells his last name B-L-O-S-S. Jake Bloss looks in, squares around looking at the plate. Fires a fastball just off the plate, and it's ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
Detroit Club at Houston 13-5. Mets won in New York over the Padres 5-1. Padres having trouble in the Big Apple this weekend. Atlanta over Tampa Bay 9-2. Every other game later on this evening.
The 1-0, strike at the knees. Even up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Brandon Valenzuela. Mission's fine catcher stands in. 1 out, nobody on, 0-0 game. He drills it down the right field side, and it's foul. Boy, he really stepped into that one and laced it foul into the corner into right field. But just a long strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. He lined out his first time up.
Boy, how many times we've seen that in the series. And even a few times Brian and I saw it out in Midland.
Got around just a little bit too early. Drilled it into the right field corner. Here comes the 1-2. Too high, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bloss, as I said, he is the top 5 Astros pitching prospect, according to MajorLeagueBaseball.com. Too high, ball 3. Started his college career at Lafayette College in Pennsylvania. Then he transferred to Georgetown, and he's the highest draft pick ever in Hoya's history. Pitch to the left-handed batter. Got a piece of it. Fouls it straight back to the screen. And the count remains to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Georgetown, one of the more popular upscale areas in the nation's capital.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Bloss ready. Here's his pitch. Dips low for ball 4. So he gives up his 3rd walk of the night. That's the only base runner he's given up. Each time the Missions could not do anything with the other 2. Let's see what they can do here with 1 out and 1 on, and Marcos Castellon coming to the plate. Marcos looks down as skipper, coaching at 3rd, gets some signs. Now he steps in. Slightly open stance. And he goes after it and fouls it to the screen. Behind home plate, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Bloss wearing number 37 on the back of the traveling gray uniform. He glances at first. Infield pulled around towards left field. Here's the pitch. And that's way outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. They appealed the call, but nothing doing. Wind just really whipping around this ballpark. Blows in, blows out, blows across the field. You have to be really careful out in the defensive part of this game tonight. Bouncing ball to second, could be 2. Second base 1, first base it is a double play. It goes 5 to 4 to 3 around the horn. We've got a 0-0 ball game going on here in the top of the 5th inning. And once again, the Missions honor our nation's military, Army, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard, and we thank them with all our hearts. Outside, ball 1, we're underway, and it's Zach's Mighty organic tortilla chip inning. They're sturdy, crispy, and delicious chips. It tastes like they came right from your favorite taqueria. The next pitch, a swing and a miss, and the count evens. 1 ball and 1 strike to Zach Cole. Cole out of the southern hills of Missouri, Ozark, Missouri, and it's outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, or 2 balls and 1 strike, I should say. Cole, the left fielder, made a nice catch in the ball game. That's outside, ball 3, 3-1. The leadoff man is Cole. Robbie Snelling on the hill. He's just allowed 2 hits. He's walked no one so far, but he's in danger of doing so here, but not on this pitch. Good looking breaking pitch in for a strike, and it's 3-2. Full count to the leadoff man for the Hooks in the 5th inning. Zach's Mighty tortilla chip inning. They're organic. Way wide, ball 3. So he walks his first man as Cole tosses the bat away, heads for first base. And Corpus Christi has a man on with nobody out. Coming up now, Jordan Brewer, number 22. Big and strong. Brewer lined out to left field to Cole. Cole Cummings, I should say. Uh-oh, that ball really cracked deep, going back to the warning track, edge of the warning track, and Cole Cummings is there to make the catch. And he gets that ball in quickly, so no advance by the base runner. And Cummings went back to the right on the edge of the track out there and pulled it down for out number 1. That ball tagged pretty well.
Boy, Brewer hitting the ball twice to the bunt, but fortunately into the glove of Cummings.
And fortunately into that wind. Here's J.C. Correa. And he hits it to the third baseman. Could be two. Second one. First base two. It is a double play. Twin killing. Going from Castellon to Hollis to Tenarowitz. And the inning is over. Another good one for our young hurler, Robbie Snelling. We head for the bottom of the fifth. Still, Corpus Christi nothing. San Antonio nothing. All right, here we go into the home half of the fifth inning. A scoreless ball game, a real duel going on between Bloss and Robbie Snelling. Bloss stands high on the hill, and he fires inside and low. Ball one to Robbie Tenarowitz, leading it off. He'll be followed by Robert Perez Jr. and Connor Hollis. Both pitchers are looking superb tonight. And the right-hander for the Hooks fires. And it's a strike at the knees. Fastball in there, and the count goes even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Robbie Tenarowitz beginning to settle in here as a mission. Started slowly when he joined the team, but he's been doing very well as of late. Had a home run on the opening night of this series. And had a pair of hits last night, plus 2 walks. Pitch to the mission's first baseman and fouled. That's off the catcher's mask over towards the dugout on the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Robbie has raised his average now to .240. 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. Played most of last season at Arkansas in the other division. In the Texas League. Robbie started to go, laid off. The pitch dipped low for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lights on, but not registering any effect as of now. Of course, they will a little bit later on. Night baseball on Saturday evening. Missions and Hooks. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Tenarowitz goes down swinging. 1 down. And Bloss continues his masterful job on the hill. Hasn't given up a hit yet. The Hooks have had only 3 themselves, so Snelling and Bloss pretty much mastering each other tonight. Just doing the job for their ball club. To keep it close, and it is close. 0-0. Hit in the air, out the right side, drifting foul and out of play. Final game of the series tomorrow, 6:05 starting time. Hope to see you out here. You'll enjoy yourself, no doubt about it. Always fun at the ballpark. There's a strike call. 0-2 to Robert Perez Jr.
So far, there have been 3 hits in the game, Bob, and all 3 belonging to Corpus Christi.
Yeah, time to get a few little bingos ourselves. See if Perez can start it. That sweeps wide of the plate for ball 1 as Bloss wastes the pitch, trying to get Perez to go after it, but he did not. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield pulled around to the left. Cracked into center field pretty well. Center fielder racing back, way back to the wall. He reaches up and snags it on the run for out number 2. Perez gave it a ride, hit one over the center field wall in the first game of the series. Almost got another. And the ball was caught way out there in center. And Perez is a long out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. Here's Connor Hollis. The pitch. Connor taps it up the third baseline. It's foul. Off his leg, they rule. Pitch wound up in fair ground, but went off his leg. 0-1 on deck. Zach Rex. Now the wind blows in over the right field wall out of the south. Changing directions. A swing and a foul tip. Strike 2. 0-2. We're in the 5th inning. And remember, if the Missions should score in this inning, one row in the stadium will receive some Zach's Mighty Tortilla Chip products, and they are good. Here's the pitch. Too high, ball one. Had some of their spicy rolled tortilla chips last night, and they're a little hot, but they're really just right. Not too hot, just enough to give you that spice you like down here in South Texas. Here comes the delivery. It passed the pitcher. Will it go through? He slowed it up a bit, I believe. The second baseman up with it behind the bag, throws in time for the out. That ends the inning. I'm not sure if it was off the glove of the pitcher. It seemed to slow down a little bit. We'll check that. But it is a 1-2-3 inning for Bloss. And after 5 full innings of play here at the Wolf in San Antonio, the score is still the Hooks nothing, the Missions nothing. Ball game moving right along into the 6th inning. All goose eggs so far. Neither team has been able to break through. And the Hooks come to the plate with their number 9 hitter, the catcher, Colin Price, and he takes a strike call. We're underway in the 6th inning. 5th game of the 6-game series. Missions have won 3 of the first 4. That ball hit pretty hard. There is Cummings going back, way back to the wall. He looks up, goodbye, home run. So Colin Price stepped into a Robbie Snelling pitch and blasted it over the left field wall up on the berm. 1-0, Corpus Christi.
Boy, the Hooks continue to play long ball. They had 2 home runs last night. The leadoff homer by Price in this game. No doubt about it. This time it was ripped onto the grass berm. And that is the 5th home run that the Hooks have had against San Antonio Missions pitching in the series.
Slider in there for a strike. 0-1 as Arocho stands in. Jeremy Arocho. He's grounded back to the pitcher and had an infield hit. By the way, that last out in the top of this inning, or bottom of last inning, the pitcher did not get a glove on it. It went through his glove, or under his glove rather, and it was a straight 4-3 putout. Fouled away, the breeze pushing that into the seats. No balls, 2 strikes. Missions baseball on KKYX. Country Legends. Stu, Brian, and Bob. That's me, and here we are in the 6th inning with a ground ball down the right field side. Foul territory.
The home run that Price hit, that was the 6th home run that Robbie Snelling has given up this season.
Ball was really belted. And the Hooks lead 1-0. Pitch is high and wide for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jeremy Arocho. On deck, Ferreras. He gets on, Melton. 1-0, Corpus Christi. Wide to the plate, even up the count, 2-2. Rocho, speedy second baseman. It's out of a crouch, an open stance, down into the dirt. Ball 3-2 now, full count. Well, Snelling had him in the hole, 0-2. Let him run the count to 3-2 now. Got to bear down. Here goes the rosin bag, tosses it down. He's ready to pitch. Peers in for the sign, and it's hit in the air, right side, and again, that'll drift foul and out of play. 3-2. Same 2 clubs tomorrow night, 6:05. Not the usual 7:05 starting time, so mark that down. 6:05, Hooks and Missions tomorrow night. Popped up, right side, and Tanarowitz over has a look, but it's out of play again. So Rocho battling up there, staying alive. Snelling can't get that fastball or slider by him. Let's see what happens on this delivery. Here it comes, on the way. Ground ball, shortstop, scoops. Dale's throw in time. Good play, good out, 1 down. Didn't want to put Orocho on. He got the 3-2 on the count, fouled off a couple pitches, but Snelling comes back to get him. 1 down, 6-3 if you're scoring. And here's Pascanel Ferreras.
Took 10 pitches before they got Orocho, so Snelling, after giving up that home run to Price, certainly earned that one.
And that home run's the only run of the ball game. Down low, just above the shoe tops, ball 1 to the next batter. Ferreras, Pascanel Ferreras. He's 0 for 2, looking for his first hit. Right-handed batter, takes it inside, ball 1.
Boy, what a night he had last night. 3 hits and 5 runs batted in for the Hooks.
It's the kind of night you dream of if you're a batter. Goes after it, punches it foul, right side, out of play. All goose eggs until the top of this inning. A home run by Colin Price, the catcher for Corpus Christi, up on the berm in left field. And once again, another foul off to the right side. A lot of foul balls over there tonight, so you're looking to get a foul ball. You're a youngster and you want to do some chasing there. Many opportunities off to that side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Snelling's next delivery. Cracked past the third baseman, a line drive going into the corner. That'll be extra bases. Here's Ferreras digging for second base, and he'll make it without a throw. Lost his batting helmet as he went around first. And he'll be on at second base with 1 gone.
Well, that's his 4th hit of the series. And boy, when he gets hold of one himself, he's been continuing to hit that hard shots, those line drives. So Snelling, who really did pretty well the first 5 innings, all of a sudden get hit hard here with the home run and now the double, and still 1 down.
So Snelling's been hit pretty hard, as Stu said. And there's a ground ball up the middle that may drive in a run here. Oh, the runner falls down at third. The throw is in, and there's no score. The runner coming around third, Ferreras, he tripped or over the bag or whatever. He went tumbling down and was not able to take a chance to score. I'm not sure he would have attempted it regardless.
Yeah, what a break that time. You're right. Reyes got it in. Good throw. It was a little bit in front of the plate. Valenzuela had a chase after it. It would have been pretty interesting what would have happened had Ferreras been able to keep his balance and get the green light. But now, chance for a double play with runners at the corners of 1 down.
1st and 3rd. There's a nice breaking pitch in there to Sacco for strike 1. 0-1. That might have been the reason Ferreras fell. He might have been held up and he tried to slam on the brakes and went down. Regardless, he did tumble and he wasn't able to score. So it's still a 1-0 ball game in favor of the Hooks. That wind blew the tarp off the metal roll down there in right field. The bullpen had to hustle down there to put it back in place, along with the Mission's right fielder Rex. So all repaired, all back in order, and we're ready to go again. 1 strike on the batter, Sacco. Runners at 1st and 3rd. Snelling in a bit of a jam here. Little tap left side by the Mission's dugout. Oh, and 2 the count. A strikeout would be big. Let's see what's happened. If we can get Sacco, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Here comes the delivery. Throw to first instead. Runner got back in time. Infield pretty much straight away to Narowitz, holding the runner on at first base. Here comes the pitch, and instead another throw to first base, and the runner gets back. That's Melton over there. At third is Ferreras. 1-0 on the home run in this inning by Colin Price. Hooks lead by that 1 run. Snelling trying to get out of it and no more damage. The next pitch is a ball. Just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I remember years back in his first throw with the Pirates, Andrew McCutcheon and a few of the other Pirates, when the grounds crew had trouble, by the way, putting the tarp on, those two, including Andrew, came to help.
There goes the runner. The pitch is bounced foul down to the Mission's bullpen. Cutchin, great attitude, that young man. He's been a good big legger throughout his career. Bounced around a bit, but he's been a good one.
Yeah, Yankees, Giants, Phillies. Now back with Pittsburgh.
Here's the delivery, hit hard. Go! Would have been a double play, but it bounced over the head of the third baseman for a base hit, and the run will come in. It's a 2-0 ball game. That was a made-to-order ground ball, hit pretty hard, but at the last moment took a bad hop and went over the head of Castellon into left field, and it's a 2-0 ball game.
Now Jimmy Jones, the pitching coach for the Missions, going out. Trying to calm down the beleaguered Robbie Stelling, and now the Missions getting some action in their bullpen right now. Bobby Malaki throwing in the bullpen now. And it didn't take long for Jimmy Jones to convey his message. There's 1 down. Yeah, they got the ground ball, not much that Castro could do. He was ready for the hop, and it just ricocheted up from the ground and over his glove. And it's a very tricky bad hop. Almost like a Super Ball.
Unfortunate for Snelling and the Missions, and it brings in a run and keeps the inning going. Men on at first and second. Of course, it ruled a hit for Sacco. And here is Kennedy Corona, who's been a thorn in our side last few nights. Bobby Malaki working in the bullpen for San Antonio. Runners edge away. Hit hard through the hole into left field. The runner will attempt to score. Here's a throw. They got a chance. And a slide, and he beats the slide, got under it, and another run comes in. Close play. Now 3-0 as Melton comes in to score.
Yeah, Cummins came charging in. Melton got the green light all the way. Throw is very close, but Melton sliding past the tag of Valenzuela. And Corona with 2 hits. That, by the way, is his 14th RBI. So in the inning, 5 hits for the Hooks, and still only 1 out.
The pitch. Pulled foul to the dugout on the right side. 0-1 to the batter, Zach Cole.
And the Hooks had only 3 hits through the first 5 innings off Snelling.
Oh, that bad hop. Can't do anything about it. But that's the way it goes in baseball sometime. Strike at the letters, 0-1 to the batter, Zach Cole. 0-2 now. Ball game in the 6th inning. Top of the 6th. Hooks have scored 3 in this inning, and they lead by those 3. Called strike 3. Cole goes down looking. 2 outs. Snelling battles back to get an out. And here is Jordan Brewer, the 8th man to bat in the inning. Brewer has hit the ball hard tonight, but has nothing to show for it. A line drive to left field and a fly to deep left field that was caught near the track. Runners edge away, first and second. 3-0 Corpus Christi. Snelling takes a long look. Checks the runner at second. Fires to the plate. And fouled off the screen on the first base side. 0-1. Windy evening. No particular pattern. The wind rather, has been whipping around in different directions. Sometimes it has helped the long flies, and other times it's pushed them down. The pitch. He didn't mean to swing, tried to hold up, fouled off into the dugout on the first base side. That's the Hooks dugout over there, Mission Station on the third base side. Bobby Milwaukee working in the bullpen as Snelling has struggled in this inning. He's given up 3 runs, and the Hooks have grabbed the lead. The pitch. Strike 3, got him looking. Good pitch. Comes back with a couple of strikeouts, gets out of the inning, finishes strong. We'll probably see Bobby Milwaukee next inning. Nobody in the bullpen for the Hooks, so Bloss no likely will stay out there. The great David Robinson, San Antonio Spurs. And here we go into the home half of the 6th inning. Let's see if the Missions can put something on the board. The Hooks broke through against Snelling. Let's see what happens here. Rex at the plate. Pulls it foul down the right field side. Zach Rex, he flied out and was robbed of a base hit his only time up, deep center field. Bloss calls time, has to tie his shoe. Standing off to the right of the mound. That task done, he's ready to go. Climbs back up on the hill. Gets the ball from the catcher. Both feet on the rubber. Looks straight in at the catcher to get his sign. Rex at the plate. Here comes the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. 0-2, I should say. No balls, 2 strikes. Rex in the hole. Zach, wide open stance. Wait for the 0-2. Here it comes. And he cracks it to third, but the third baseman, who's pulled around in that direction, is right there to make the catch knee high of that soft liner. Well, that's how it goes. If he's over at his normal position at third, that's a base hit, but he was right there, pulled around, as Rex is a left-handed batter. So 1 down, and here is Jared Dale. Dale with a home run last night. Lays off that pitch, but it's in there for a strike call. 0-1. Jared spells his first name Jarryd. Last name Dale, D-A-L-E. And he bounces it to third. Gets a good hop. Throw is high, but the first baseman keeps his foot on the bag long enough to get the out. 5-3 if you're scoring. 2 up, 2 down. And a reminder, the Missions have not yet had a hit in the ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors. For the Hooks, 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. And they lead by that score. Here's Ripken Reyes. Let's see if Ripken can break through. Pitch to Reyes is on the corner. Got the black part of the plate, strike 1. Reyes has walked and grounded out. Playing center field tonight. Too high for a ball to even it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reminds me a little bit of a guy I was with in the Cardinals organization for a while in AAA ball, Mike Ramsey. He played a lot of positions. Just a scrapper, get on base a lot, had good speed. But the main thing, you could put him in almost anywhere and do a good job. Hit into the seats, left side out of play. 0-2. Ramsey, for a while, was the manager of the Arkansas Travelers about 10, 15 years ago after retiring as a player. The delivery, way outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jake Bloss, he has been perfect tonight. Other than walking 3, he has given up no base hits. Ray started go, held up. Did he hold up? Yes, they say on the peel. And we got a 3-2 count to Reyes. Ripken playing center field tonight. Great arm out there. Good speed. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Bloss, and his mastery continues at the end of 6 full innings of play out of the Wolf in San Antonio. The score remains the Hooks 3, the Missions nothing. All right, ball game moving along into the 7th inning. The Hooks have broken through with 3. They lead by that number, 3-0. Bobby Milwaukee on in relief now, and here's Stu Paul.
Thank you, Bob. Hi again, everybody. The only man who didn't bat in that 3-run 6 for the Hooks will lead it off, J.C. Correa. And the Hooks' first baseman looks to strike in the outside corners. We start the 7th. 0-1 the count. He's lined to second, hit into a double play, 0-2. Milwaukee at the belt. The 0-1 delivery, off-speed pitch, and that's just pitched outside. And the count is 1-1. Milwaukee 1-0 with a 3.7 ERA, making his 14th appearance for the Missions, all in relief in 24 to 30 innings. He's allowed 30 hits, right-hander stretches. And the 1-1, swung on, fly ball hit to center field, drifting back, Reyes still on the run, going back, and he runs it down. Fine backhand grab near the warning track, hit straightaway center front, number 1. Reyes got a good jump on the ball, really on his horse to run that down for out number 1 here in the top of the 7th inning. Milwaukee had given up 12 runs, 10 earned, and he has walked 6 and has fanned 18. So for Robbie Snelling, he really pitched pretty good until that 6th inning. Won 6 innings, giving up all 3 runs. All earned in 8 hits, walking 1, striking out 5. 90 pitches, 63 for strikes. The number 9 hitter and catcher, Colin Price, swings and misses. The count 0-1. He's had a good 9, 2 for 2. He had an infield hit to third in the 3rd and started the rally in the 6th for the Hooks with that home run over the left field wall. And the pitch, low for a ball. Now the count even at 1-1, just like last night when Candy Corona had led off the 2nd against Ryan Bergen with a home run over the left field wall. And that started a 5-run rally for the Hooks. Seemed like with the long ball, everybody else follows the wagon. The pitch, swing and a miss. So Price chasing a breaking ball away, 1-2.
As you reminded me before the ball game, Milwaukee wearing number 15 tonight rather than his usual number 1.
Marvell Defenders themed jerseys worn by San Antonio. 1-2 delivery, low and outside, and the count is even at 2-2. Back to the top of the order, the second baseman, Jeremy Orocho on deck. Hicks batting in the top of the 7th, leading the Missions by a score of 3-0. Pitch low and outside for a ball. Full count, 3-2. By the way, an interesting tidbit, 8 hits in the ball game, all belonging to the Hooks. All belonging to Corpus Christi. So there's something unique going on tonight. The kick and the 2-2 delivery, lined to the left field for a base hit. Picked up on a hop by the left fielder Cummings, who'll play it back in. Good leaping effort by the shortstop Dale, but could not make a play. And Colin Price, a perfect 3 for 3. 2 singles and a home run. 9th inning of the ball game for the Hooks. The first off Milwaukee coming with 1 out here in the 7th. Hooks leading 3-0. Top of the order now, the second baseman, Jeremy Orocho, will bat for the 4th time. Switch hitter batting left-handed. He has bounced back to Snelling in the 1st, had a bunt single in the 3rd, and bounced to short in the 6th inning. The delivery, fastball, and that misses up high, and the count 1-0.
So Milwaukee so far not fooling anybody. The long, deep drive to center field that was caught on a great play by Reyes, and now the base hit.
Milwaukee checks the runner at first. He stretches and pitches. Fly ball hits the left field. Drifting back is Cummings, still going back, and that one is over his head, going all the way to the wall. Heading to third base now is Price. Throw getting back into short. In at second with a double is Orocho. Jeremy Orocho 2 for 4. Boy, Cummings a little bit fooled on that drive, and he had to really go back as the wind continues to swirl around. 10 hits now for the Hooks. And 2 off Milwaukee here in the 7th, so they continue the onslaught from the 6th inning when they scored all 3 runs against Snelling, and now they're getting to Milwaukee, and now the Missions will force their infield in. So they have runners at 2nd and 3rd. The Hooks with 1 down. Here's third baseman Pascal Ferreras. Singled and scored his last time up. Bounced to 2nd and struck out. Ground ball to 2nd. Taken by Hollis. Looks to runner back to 3rd. Throw to first in time to Tenerowitz for the out. 2 men away. Big out right there for the Missions and especially Malaki. Now the center fielder, Jacob Milton, will bat for the 4th time. He's going to score his last time up in the 6th inning. He's also bounced to second and struck out. Similar pattern like Ferreras. Rounding to second first time, striking out the second time, and getting a base hit and scoring the 3rd time. Missions wouldn't mind seeing another 4-3 or any, I think, again. And Melton takes a pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Cesar Gomez throwing in the bullpen, or was down there for the Hooks. He may be coming in next inning.
Milwaukee leading in for the sign, outfield straight away, right-hander stretching. 0-1 delivery, and that missed up high as Milwaukee took something off a little bit. A ball and a strike the count. Melton coming into the game hitting .262. Hasn't really played every single night. Set the Oregon State single-season standard with 175 total bases. And the pitch, look out, it hits him. And now the bases are loaded. Fastball inside, it got away from Milwaukee, and Melton will be awarded first base. So Colin Price remains in third. Jeremy Arocha, who just doubled, is still at second, and Melton getting hit on first, so the base is loaded. 2 down, and the Hooks really can try to put a distance even more between themselves and the Missions. Although Milwaukee wants to keep it a 3-run game, he needs one more round. Here's the switch-hitting shortstop, Tommy Sacco, who will still bat left-handed. He's singing it around his last time up. He's also grabbed a third and struck out. Takes the fastball up high, and the count 1-0. Sacco with a pair of home runs in this series against the Missions. 6 for 19 in the series. He's also had himself a triple. Runners lead away at every base with 2 down. Infield toward the right. The pitch swinging and a miss. Breaking ball down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sacco. So Sacco with 2 home runs in the last 3 games. One stretch he reached in 7 plate appearances in a row. From June 12th through the 13th, 4 for 4, triple a home run. The outfield toward the right. Milwaukee getting a sign, the right hand ready. 3-0 Hooks. And now the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. It got the inside corner, 1-2. Price on third, Arocha on second, Melton on first with 2 men out here in the 7th. Hooks trying to make it 2 wins in a row. The delivery, slice foul to the third base side. We'll do it again. Sacco stays alive at 1-2, and on deck, the right fielder, Kennedy Corona. He's had himself a couple of hits tonight for the Hooks. Hooks had 5 of their 10 hits in the 6th when they erupted for all 3 runs against the departed starter, Robbie Stelling. 1-2 pitch, fastball up high, 2-2 for Stelling, the pitcher of record on the short side of a 3-0 score. But again, the story here, 10 hits all belonging to the Hooks. So if you can follow my hint, you'll understand it's the story. Now the 1-second stop by Milwaukee, the 2-2. Ground ball to first. Glove down by Tenerowitz. Spins. He'll race to the bag and assistant. Good play by Tenerowitz. Side retired. Had to go to his last spun around. Was on his knee, but got up in a hurry. Raced to the bag to get Sacco, and that'll do it. Here in the 7th, the Hooks run but do not score. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, hit batsman, 3 left. Last of the 7th inning. Missions trailing 3-0. The 2, 3, and 4 men coming up against Jake Bloss, who's still in there for the Hooks, and he has something very unique going on. As I mentioned, 10 hits for the Hooks. They have all of them. Cole Cummings batting for the 3rd time, has fanned twice. And the pitch down low, and the count 1-0 so far. Bloss has walked 3, and he has struck out 5. Reyes, Valenzuela, and Perez, the only men to reach for the Missions here in the ball game. Now the pitch, swinging a foul ball back in the count, 1-1.
Yeah, I saw on TV today that there seems to be a movement now in Major League Baseball, and it filters down through the organization. They want to keep the starters in longer. Several reasons. One, it speeds up the game. You don't have all the relievers. And 2, you get to see the aces stay in the ball game longer and get some wins.
Exactly. Pitch down low, and the count 2-1. And we grew up, if a starter can go as long as he can, keep him in there. If he tires, that's a different story, and you don't want to overwork your bullpen.
Yeah, you don't see many 20-game winners much these days because they come out early in the ball game.
The kick and the 2-1 delivery, swinging a foul ball back, 2-2 the count.
So apparently the idea is filtering down to the minors where they want to see these guys go a little longer. As I've noticed, and I think you have too, we've seen more 6-inning efforts this season.
Bloss has retired 7 in a row. Looks in to Price for the sign. The kick, the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 down, 8 in a row. Retired by Bloss. That is strikeout number 6, and that's the third time that Cummings has fanned. 1 away. And now the catcher, Brandon Valenzuela, steps in. So, Bloss needs 7 more outs for something special, but here comes Joe Thon. Walking to the mound, wanting to make sure his pitcher's all right, but he has something special going. And they're going to take him out of the ball game. He pitched very well again, quite a hit, so a new pitcher coming on.
That's Gomez coming in. Well, they're not going to let him go for what might have been a no-hitter. No sense not referring to it. Missions have not had a hit tonight. We're in the 7th inning, 1 out, so Bloss will leave the ball game, still not having given up any hits.
We'll take a break in the action. 1 out in the 7th. Missions trail 3-0. We'll be right back. Well, new pitcher coming on. Cesar Gomez, 6'2", 205-pounder from Fort Worth, Texas. An outstanding job by Jake Bloss. 6 1/3 innings, no runs, no hits. Walked 3, struck out 6. Let's see what Gomez can do, but the Mission's hoping to come back and eventually try to get on base even more, get a hit. They need at least 3 to tie, and of course, more than that to go ahead. And with 1 out, they switch to the catcher, Brandon Valenzuela. Steps in, and he's batting left-handed. Takes the pitch inside, 1-0. He is lined to short, and he has walked. Infield toward the right. Valenzuela's had a home run this series. Gomez deals, and a shot hit foul to the right of the first base bag, and the count 1-1.
Well, I, for one, am glad to see Bloss out of there, and I'm sure that echoes the feelings of the Mission batters.
You know, he really had done a magnificent job. There's no question about it. Because we grew up in an era where if a guy has something going, but of course, as pointed out, you know, many Tommy John surgeries, a lot of managers, a lot of scouts, farm directors, understandably so. That's why it's just unfortunate that this trend has just gotten worse over the last decade. And the pitch low and inside to the count 2-1. Of course, you and I grew up if a no-hitter happens. Pitcher stays in there. Fortunately, back then, nothing really happened to him. But again, it's a different era for baseball. 1 away in the 7th, 3-0 Hooks. Gomez with the pitch, lifted foul on the third base side, and that goes out of play. 2-2 the count.
As Adam Wainwright said on television today, he said pitchers have got to start to learn to pitch, not just throw.
Absolutely.
And they've been trying to throw hard, and that, I think, is the reason for the Tommy John injuries.
No question about it. That's one of the things that has plagued pitching, unfortunately. Pitch and a bouncing ball slowly to short. Near the bag at second. Sacco up and on the run. Throw to first in time to Correa. And Valenzuela is out 6-3. It's unfortunate a lot of the younger people didn't see what we saw. And I've seen guys go 15 innings. I mean, what about Harvey Haddix when he had a perfect game in 1959, retiring 36 in a row, and he gives up a walk and then a game-winning home run to Joe Adcock, and the Braves beat him 2-0. He had retired 36 in a row. Unbelievable. Now the batter, Marcus Castellano, third baseman, takes it low and away, 1-0.
Yeah, you weren't going to get him out of that ball game.
No. But unfortunately, Joe Adcock turned the lights out in Milwaukee that night. Castellano has fly to right, hit into a double play, nothing for 2. The infield toward the left, the kick by Gomez, the 1-0 delivery. There's a fly ball to left field. Racing hard to his right is Cole, and he's there near the line, and he makes the grab side retired. 1-2-3 inning for Cesar Gomez. In his first inning of relief, we still have something special going. We go to the 8th. Still 3-0 in favor of the Hooks. We'll be back right after this. Stu Paul along with Boss Swoboda and Brian Jenselson from Wolf Stadium in San Antonio, Game 5 of a 6-game set. And through 7 innings, for the Hooks, 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and nothing across for the Missions. Bobby Malarkey on for his second straight inning of relief, and the right fielder, Candy Corona, steps in to lead it off, and he takes the pitch off the outside corner, 1-0. He's had a good night. Single to right, caught stealing in the second, bounced to third to the fourth, and single to the run with a base hit to left in the 6th inning. Kicked by Malarkey, the 1-0. Swinging a foul ball back and out of play, 1-1. But no doubt, Bloss pitched an outstanding ball game, even giving up those 3 walks. He did everything else correctly tonight and held the Missions off the board, not only in the R column, but in the H column, and thus far the Hooks are doing just that. The 1-1 delivery, and it's low and outside, and the count to Corona's 2-1, who came into the game hitting a $197. But he has really hit the ball hard from time to time in the series, and so have been quite a few of the other Hooks. The Missions have won the first 3 games. They did lose last night, 11-3, but trailed tonight as well, 3-0. The pitch popped up in the shallow right field. Coming in, the right fielder Rex now has to hustle to his left, and Rex makes the grab for the first out here in the 8th, and the winds continue to be tricky in this ballpark tonight. So now Corona's 2 for 4 with 1 away. It'll bring up the left fielder Zach Cole. Fly to center, walked and took a call. 3rd strike, and officially 0 for 2. Left-hand batter, and he made a great diving catch, and some really nice plays, not only by Cole himself, but even Jacob Milton with a great diving catch that he made early on in the game. Malarkey with the pitch, left-hand batter, breaking ball to swing and a miss to the count 0-1. Home run by Price and RBI singles by Sacco and Corona on the 6th inning. Up in the offense for the Hooks and the highlights. And next pitch taken for a ball, and the count to Cole is the ball to strike. Infield toward the right, outfield straight away, and not very deep. 1 second stop by the right-hander Malarkey, the 1-1. Swing and the miss, came inside with a fastball, and the count 1-2. Now the stretch. 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Nice mixture of pitches by Malarkey to Fan Cole for the second out here in the 8th inning. So Malarkey has hit a batter with his first strikeout. 6 for the Missions tonight. 2 men away here in the 8th. Hooks batting and leading 3-0, and the DH Jordan Brewer will step in. Line to left, fly to left, take a call. 3rd strike. He's 0 for 3.
Well, Malarkey can keep him in check. We still got a chance in this ball game. 6 more outs to go.
Swinging a foul ball back and out of play, and the count 0-1. And Missions trying to get to the pitching of the Hooks. And thus far they couldn't conquer Jake Bloss and even Cesar Gomez, the Fort Worth native, who came on to relieve in the 7th out a nice 1-2-3 inning. Now the 1-strike pitch, and that's bounced foul. Going behind the plate, and one of the Missions bat boys will chase after it. 0-2, the count on Jordan Brewer, who's from the state of Michigan. Brewer batting at the plate. Batting right-handed off the stretch is Malarkey, and the 2-strike pitch on the way. And there's a soft one hop behind the bag and second, backhanded by Hollis. The throw to first, and he got him. What a play by Connor Hollis. Soft line drive behind the bag at second on a hop. Cesar Gomez on for his second straight inning of relief, and Robbie Tenerius will try to get a start for the Missions. And he looks to strike in the outside corner, 0-1. Cesar Gomez had a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th. Tonight, Tenerius has grounded a short inning. He's been struck out 0-2. And the next one, tap foul toward the on-deck hitter, Robert Perez Jr., and the count 0-2. The finale will be tomorrow night at 6:05. We'll have the Budweiser on-deck show at 5:50 p.m. Right-hander Victor Lizarraga will take the mound for the Missions, 1-3 against righty Aaron Brown, 2-2 for the Hooks. Both faced each other in the opener last Tuesday. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Tenerius chased after a slider. He got fooled. Strike 3 struck him out. One down to the bottom of the 8th, and for Gomez, his first strikeout. So that is 11 in a row retired by Hooks pitching. The Missions have not had a base runner since the 4th inning when Brandon Valenzuela had walked. And with one down here in the 8th, it'll bring up the DH Robert Perez Jr. who has walked. He was caught stealing and fly to center. And the pitch. Strike in the outside corner, 0-1. Both Cole and Valenzuela throwing out a would-be base stealer, or Price rather. He's had a very good night, 3 for 3, including a home run. And the pitch looped toward the right side, and racing hard to his right is Price, and he can't get to it. It's a foul ball, looping foul ball to the foul territory along the right side, and a 2-strike count on Perez. Wind continues to blow around in this ballpark. We've seen it blow to right for the most part in this homestand, and it's blowing to right once again. It blew in while we were in Midland this past week. And the 2-strike delivery and a swing and a miss, a high fastball, and Cesar Gomez has fanned the first 2 men here. He's retired all 5 since coming on to 7-2 down. Strikeout number 8 for Hooks pitching, and now with 2 away, it brings up the second baseman Connor Hollis. Fly to left and bounce to second. And fortunately for Clay Dungan, he's gotten the night off because he's had an on-base streak of 19. So he hasn't had to worry about that streak ending as he's taken the night off, and Hollis takes the pitch for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Connor coming into the game, hitting .205. Trying to rebound from his elbow injury that sidelined him for at least 5 weeks. Belgier to right center, Gomez with the pitch. Fouled off to the right side and out of play, and quickly Hollis in the hole, 0-2, and Gomez control has been impeccable here in the 8th inning. Strike out the first 2. He's fanned 3, by the way. He also struck out Cole Cummings, who led off the 7th inning for San Antonio. Now the 2-strike pitch. Lifted foul, looped toward the right side, and that goes out of play. Count holding at 0-2. And on deck, the right fielder, Zach Rex. Now the wind changing direction for the moment, blowing a little bit more toward right as Hollis digs in. Now the kick. Again, the 2-strike pitch. Slow bounce to the left side. Taken down by the pitcher. Gomez to throw to first. They got him. What a recovery by Cesar Gomez. Spun around. He was off balance to the left of the diamond. Threw to first. Low throw. Correa scooped it up. Getting Hollis on a 1-3 put outside. Retired. We still have something special going into the 9th. 3 up and 3 down, nothing across. At the end of 8, it's still Corpus Christi 3-10-0, nothing across for the Missions. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, Bobby Malarkey, who came on to relieve in the 7th inning on for his 3rd straight inning as we go to the 9th. Missions trail the Hooks 3-0, have been out hit 10-0. Stu Paul along with Boss Swoboda and Brian Jenselson from Wolf Stadium. And Malarkey will be facing the 8, 9, and 1 men due up for the Hooks here in the 9th inning. Now Malarkey had a 1-2-3-8. Escaped a bases loaded jam when he got Saka to ground out to first to end the 7th. And here's J.C. Correa. And he is 0 for 3, and he looks at a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. He's lined to second, hit into a double play, and fly to center. But boy, what a scoop up he made on that low throw by Gomez, who made a nice play getting the bounce that Hollis hit on the left side of the diamond. Pitch is swung on. High pump up on the right side of the infield. Tadorowicz getting called off now by the second baseman Hollis, and Connor Hollis makes the grab. One out here in the 9th inning. So that's 5 in a row retired by Bobby Malarkey. He's done very well in relief, and with 1 away, it brings up the number 9 hitter and catcher Colin Price. He's had a very good night, 3 for 3, including the home run to put the Hooks on the board and ignite a 3-run rally in the 6th inning. Big right-hand batter. Malarkey off the stretch, and he delivers, and the pitch is down low, 1-0.
Good to see Hollis moving well on that play there. He took that tumble in the last half of the inning, and I was worried that he might have re-injured that elbow, but he came up strong, and he looked good there.
At the bell, Malarkey the pitch, and that just missed outside, and he is behind on Price at 2-0. The Missions will have the 8, 9, and 1 men themselves due up in the 9th. The right fielder, Zach Rex, shortstop, Jared Dale, and the center fielder, Ripken Reyes. The next pitch, swinging a foul ball, and that got a piece of Valenzuela, and he was shaken up a little bit. 2-1 the count. Malarkey picking up the baseball, and now the plate umpire, Nate Diedrich, says, there you go, I'll give you another one. And Price will step out himself, taking his helmet off. That breeze certainly has helped cut down the humidity, which hasn't been too bad at 44% starting the game. It was a little bit steamy early on. Of course, at this time of the year, it's hot here in Texas, hot all over Texas, and many places. It's almost summertime. The 2-1 pitch fouled off to the right side and out of play. 2-2 the count. And even though Stelling had that one bad inning, in the 6th inning, I felt the first 5 innings he really pitched very well, matching Jake Bloss, and had to with the way Bloss was pitching. 1 second stop by the right-hander Malaki. The 2-2 delivery, check swing. Strike 3, delayed call by Nate Diedrich, and Price giving him a stare as he walks back to the dugout. 2 men out here in the 9th inning, and for Malaki, by the way, that is his 2nd strikeout. And he's set down 6th in a row, top of the order for Jeremy Arocha, the second baseman. Bounced back to Stelling in the 1st, had a bunt single in the 3rd, bounced to short in the 6th, and double to left in the 7th. In the 3rd, Castellon bounced up the middle on the next pitch. Taken down by Dale, throw to 1st in time. Good play by Dale. 6-3, put outside, retired. So Malaki has his 2nd straight 1-2-3 inning. Well, Hooks pitching has retired 13 in a row. Mission's trailing 3-0, one last chance. And San Antonio has had only 3 men reaching all on walks. 10 hits in the ball game, all belonging to the Hooks, as Zach Rex, the right fielder, will try to get it started for the Missions here in the last of the 9th. Left-hand hitting right fielder is line to center and line to 3rd, nothing for 2.
And Bobby Malaki's done a nice job and really
He did.
keep us close, keep us in the ball game, and giving the Missions a chance.
Cesar Gomez still on the mound, the pitch, and it's off the outside corner low, and the count 1-0. Gomez had retired the first 6 men, all 6 men that he has faced coming into this inning, and he has struck out half of them. Rex asking for time, but he steps out. Zach Rex from Chicago. Might have had something in his eye, apparently. Now he steps back in. Now into the motion is Gomez, and the fastball outside, and the count 2-0. Big 3-run inning for the Hooks. That's been the story. But again, they have all 10 hits in the ball game and lead 3-0. Hoping to make it 2 in a row, and the 2-0 delivery. Low and inside. And down the count 3-0. Walk, a hit. Anything good to try to get this Missions team going here in the 9th. Melton, the center fielder, shade to the left center. The outfield not very deep, although Rex can hit one out at any given time. 3-0 delivery. Breaking ball in there for a strike, so Rex took it all the way 3-1, and on deck the shortstop, Jared Dale. Wind changing directions, blowing a little bit toward second base right now. Now the kick and the 3-1 delivery. Strike 2 call in the inside corner. Full count, 3-2. 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Cesar Gomez. Was with Corpus Christi and AAA Sugarland a year ago. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. One-handed by Sago to throw to 1st in time to Correa. 1 down here in the 9th inning. And now the shortstop, Jared Dale, will step in. He has struck out and grounded to 3rd. Nothing for 2. 11 in a row set down by Hooks pitching. Making 12 in a row now. Dale, a 137 hitter who had finally his first home run and first RBI. Takes a fastball inside, and the count 1-0. Missions had left 1 man on base. That was Reyes, who led off with a walk. Was left stranded in the 1st. The 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. And so far, the Hooks have left 7 men on base in this game. And they got all 3 runs in the 6th, all off the starter, Robbie Snelling. The pitcher breaking on the short side of a 3-0 score. 1-1 pitch. Slider, strike 2 call in the outside corner. 1-2 to count. You wonder if maybe a lot of the fans are really sensing something special. Bloss, 6 scoreless and hitless innings so far into this game, but if you want to include Rex, 2 1/3 scoreless and hitless innings by Cesar Gomez. Hoping to get a save. Now the pitch, fastball up high. And Dale had it bent out of the way, and the count even at 2-2.
I think the fans would rather see a couple of hits than something special.
I can understand that perspective as well. Now the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on slider. Strike three, struck him out. Dale fans for the second time tonight. 2 down. The Missions are 1 out from seeing their second straight loss. So for Gomez, his 4th strikeout, and now it's up to Ripken Reyes. Walked, went to second on a balk in the first, grounded to second and a third, and struck out. Reyes hoping to get aboard. In a third, down Ferreras. Down the kick by Gomez. And the pitch. Bouncing ball to second. Taken by Rocho. Throw to first. It's a combined no-hitter. It's a combined no-hitter by both Bloss and Gomez. The Hooks win the game 3-0. A combined no-hit, no-run game. Boy, is Gomez psyched. What a job by both Bloss and Gomez. Missions lose heartbreaking 3-0, but what a job by the pitching core of the Hooks tonight. A combined no-hit, no-run ball game. How about that, Bob Swoboda?
Well, you don't see many. It's only a few I've seen in my broadcasting career. Usually I like to see them in our favor. We had a couple of them a few seasons ago, a combined no-hitter by Mission pitching, but here's one against us tonight, and that's the way it goes. A nice job. All you can do is congratulate Bloss and Gomez on a beautiful job. You know, Snelling did pretty well, too. Just a bad hop base hit that led to a couple runs, and that was his undoing. But the staff for Corpus Christi, they were superb. They got that no-hitter, and, boy, it's a happy bunch down there as they've taken 2 in a row now from San Antonio.
Bloss getting the win, his 3rd, and Gomez will get a save. A combined no-hit, no-run ball game by Bloss and Gomez. In the 9th for San Antonio. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And the final score, Corpus Christi 3-10-0. The Hooks, nothing across, and we'll be back in just a moment.